What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over social media at GBP Daily, and if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It is Monday, November 4th, and unfortunately for us Packers fans, it is not a victory Monday. The Packers fell to the Detroit Lions yesterday, 24-14. The score looking much closer than it actually was throughout the entirety of the game. A downright embarrassing, uninspiring performance from our squad yesterday. The Lions, who had not played in a game outside yet this year, came into Lambeau, executed on just about everything they wanted to, and yeah, it was in the rain. So we could not get out of our own way, and they pretty much had their way against us yesterday. The Packers had 10 penalties, 5 drop passes, and Jordan Love threw his 10th interception of the season yesterday, and it was a costly one. A pick six right before the half that put the Lions up 17-3 at the break. It quickly got to 24-3, and at that point, the game was pretty much over. The only drive where we got out of our own way was the final one where Emmanuel Wilson scored his first career touchdown in the regular season. But by that time, it was too late. So a tough one yesterday. That is for sure. Packers have the week off and a bye week this upcoming weekend. So we will not have another Packers game until a week from Sunday. And we head to Chicago to face the Bears. So, yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's get to why I'm here, and that is to chat some Packers football with you guys. As you know, the Nicolet Law hotline is now live. Number is on the screen, 319-242-2332. Give me a call. I'm taking calls right now. Be a part of the show. This is a safe place. You can vent. You can ask some questions. You can do whatever you want Packers related. And yeah, it is what it is, right? So, Chi said in the chat, Wilson already scored a touchdown this season. Hey, maybe I saw something wrong. You're probably correct. I definitely slipped my mind. And now that you say that, I think, yes, you are correct. His second touchdown. Not sure. I think it might have been Zach. Something I saw. Clearly what I saw in my memory was not correct. Thank you, Cheesehead, for the correction. Appreciate you. Eviction gang. I'm pissed we lost, but it's all good. We will bounce back. Green Bay or no way. Love you, brother. Hey, appreciate you hopping on, Eviction gang. Thank you for tuning in. Green Bay or no way, indeed. Tough one yesterday, but we got a lot of season left. I think we'll be okay. Erica, we got to beat the Bears coming off of the bye week. We need to figure out how we can win that game. I think we win that game. Well, I thought we were going to win the game yesterday. Tough sledding on the prediction front. But, yeah, got to win that Bears game. It's kind of turned into a must-win game as far as a race for the division. So, got to figure out a way to win that game. Mason is in the chat. I, for one, am not going to panic over yesterday's game. A lot of season left, Mason. I just said it. I'm right there with you, my man. As tough as it was to watch yesterday, mainly, in my opinion, the penalties. There's a lot of games left. Two of our 3 losses are against teams that, yes, are both in our division, but they both have a shot to end up with the 1 seed, at least on the NFC side. So both the Lions and Vikings are very good teams. We lost by 2 to the Vikes. Lost by 10 yesterday to the Lions. And, yeah, as far as yesterday, you throw in the pick 6 and the missed field goal, there's your 10 points right there. So got to capitalize, got to execute, and it was not going in our favor yesterday as far as executing in the red zone. Every time we got down there, we got a penalty called on us. We stalled out. 4th and 1, that run up the middle with Jacobs, that was questionable. I figured you'd probably run it on 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1. But, nope, couldn't get it done. So, yeah, we need the week's rest this bye week. and got to get ready for the Bears next Sunday in Chicago. Thank you, Mason, for hopping in the chat. Lisa, what's going on with Quay Walker? That's a good question, Lisa. Every time I seemed to notice him yesterday on the field, he was either getting erased by an offensive lineman or even worse, a tight end, or he looked just lost. He did end up with 12 tackles, though, on the day yesterday, but overall it was not his best game. The thing that I'm most concerned about is why Edgerrin Cooper is not playing more. He played 38 snaps yesterday. Quay played 57 snaps, which was 100% of the defensive snaps, and Eric Wilson played 42. So I think Edgerrin Cooper has deserved to see more snaps, but for some reason he is not getting them. So hopefully over the bye week they can do a little self-scouting and figure out a way to get him on the field more. Whenever he's on the field, he's doing pretty dang good. So Cheese said the bye is coming at the right time. They'll figure things out and be ready to roll down the stretch. I'm with you. I am with you 100%. The stretch run where we went off last year in the second half of the season, hopefully we can kind of replicate some of that play, specifically Jordan Love. I think he had 18 touchdowns and 1 pick over the final stretch of games last season. And, yeah, we got to clean it up. Got to clean up those penalties. Got to clean up the mistakes. And hopefully we can do so with a little self-scouting this upcoming or this week and heading into the Bears game next Sunday. Jared, a lot of other Packers content creators seem to be sharing their political opinions. Do you have any for us, Rob? Jared, I do not. But thank you for hopping in the chat, though. I appreciate you. Haley, turnovers. We didn't record one. Yeah, that was and always is a key to the game, right? Winning the turnover battle, getting turnovers in general. Yesterday we had 0. So even worse, Jared Goff started off 11 for 11, maybe 12 for 12. I can't remember correctly. But either way, his first incompletion came right before the half. And, yeah, he was doing everything that he wanted to yesterday. In the rain, they haven't played a game outside all year long, and they looked like a team that played in the rain every single weekend. So they looked good yesterday. And, hey, you got to give them a lot of credit. They're, as I said all last week, I think they're the best team in the league. And even with missing Jameson Williams and Aiden Hutchinson, I still think they're, a top 2, top 3 team in the league, depending on how you look at it. But, yeah, you got to give them credit. They executed. We did not. They had guys on the field with no gloves on, catching balls with ease. While meanwhile, we had 5 drop passes, one of them for a touchdown. Dontavian Wicks unfortunately dropped a pass in the end zone. It was a little bit behind him, so you'd like to see a little bit better of a throw there. But nonetheless, if it hits you right in the hands, it's got to be caught. So, and it was not. So, nostalgic. Love my boy Elton, but that was rough. Yeah, Elton Jenkins playing out of position yesterday at center, had a few rough snaps. That was tough to see. Ball was slippery. Snaps were going all over the place. Tom Brady talked about it all the time, or during those plays, that the left knee or whatever that side is a tough place to catch the snaps at, which I guess I never realized until Tom Brady was talking about it during the broadcast. But rough game as far as snapping the football yesterday. But Elton Jenkins was playing out of position. I'm willing to give him a little leeway there. Hopefully Josh Myers can heal up over the bye week as well. All right. She said weekly Goff was on point. Love was not. Absolutely. Goff, man. He's come out of nowhere, but he's been playing lights out this season. So they're on a 6-game winning streak. They're hot. Jared Goff is playing great. That offense seems to have a good flow. We saw it yesterday. But the defense, on the other hand, only gave up 17 points. So that is a little positive to take away from the game yesterday. All right, let's get to the fact of the day. It is not a very good fact of the day, but nonetheless, we're going to get to it anyways.
It's time for your Green Bay Packers Fact of the Day. Brought to you by TickPick. TickPick guarantees to have the lowest prices on Packers tickets. If you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, TickPick will give you 110% of your money back. If you want $20 off your next ticket order, use code Packers20 at checkout. That's Packers20. This promo code can only be used in the app, so make sure to download the TickPick app today.
All right, your Packers Fact of the Day, brought to you by TickPick. During yesterday's game, Green Bay had more rushing yards. The Packers had more passing yards. They had more yards per play, and they had more first downs. And they still lost the game. That being because Detroit, as we all saw, executed in the red zone. They didn't have boneheaded penalties that killed drives, and they caught the football. All of those things we did not do. So tough sledding for us yesterday. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions were just scooting right along. No problems. And yeah, that kind of just sums up yesterday's game. We couldn't execute in the red zone. We're dropping balls left and right. We're committing penalties, false starts of all things. It's just the Keyshawn Nixon hold was pretty weak. The Keyshawn Nixon unsportsmanlike was pretty weak, or whatever penalty he was called on to start the game. But the false starts are tough. Romeo Dobbs had a false start. Zach Tom had a false start. Sean Ryan had a false start. It was tough sledding for the Packers offensive line in the penalty category. My man Tristan in the chat, how do you feel about the ejection? I honestly was surprised that he got ejected. I'm not as educated as I probably should be as far as the rules go regarding those type of hits. It seemed like everybody afterwards, including the official expert or analyst that they usually have come on during the broadcast, he said it was the right call. It was pretty funny that he was flipping off the refs as he was leaving. That was pretty wild. So yeah, Brian Branch came out of nowhere and smoked Bo Melton. It was a big cheap shot for sure. Penalty for sure. I guess I was a little surprised he got ejected. We haven't really faced or had many of those scenarios, I guess, during Packers game in recent memory. But yeah, he got ejected nonetheless. And yeah, flipping off the refs on his way out. Not a good sight for Brian Branch. So I wonder what his fine will be this upcoming week. I thought it was pretty crazy. Big fines, cussing the ref out too. Yeah, I did see shortly after. The broadcast, of course, didn't show him flipping off the refs, which you all can expect, but it did show him getting in their face and kind of cussing them out, like you said, Tristan. So, yeah, tough sledding for Brian Branch. That's for sure. Trevor, we need this bye more than anybody right now. It's coming at the perfect time, right, Trevor? Jordan Love clearly needs this. Some time to rest up and heal. He was hobbling around a little bit yesterday, especially right before the half on that throw to Jaden Reed, where we didn't have any more timeouts left to get into field goal range. So, yeah, he'll need the rest. Evan Williams needs the time to heal with his hamstring. Jair Alexander, who has missed, I believe, 13 of the last 26 games, needs to get healthy before the stretch run, as Cheesehead Weekly talked about earlier, to finish out the regular season. Heal up, get back into Green Bay next week, and, yeah, just get rolling here. 1 second here. Yellow. It is. All right, how's it going? Awesome. Do you need a signature? You can just drop it right there. I'll grab it. I'll be home in a couple minutes. Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, talking about the bye week. My bad. Josh Myers also needs a bye week. We saw Elton Jenkins have some trouble with the snaps. I don't think that's something that would continue. I think it's a combination of playing out of position, the rain as well. So, yeah, bye week is coming at the perfect time. What else we got? Tristan again. We should have won yesterday, no doubt. Can't believe we dropped 6 open passes. Love was not 100%, to be honest. I felt like we would have had a better chance with Malik Willis. What do you think? That's a tough question. Yeah, it's easier, at least for me, to talk about it, with knowing the results of yesterday. I do know if we would have had Malik in there, Josh Jacobs would have gotten more than 12 carries. Man, he had 80 yards at halftime, and we saw pretty much nothing from him in the second half. Now, I understand that, we're kind of playing from behind. We're passing it all the time, but I just think Chris Brooks and Emmanuel Wilson were in there a little too much. Josh Jacobs, man, he was going off in the first half, and seeing him slice it up in those uniforms was beautiful, but didn't get as much from Josh Jacobs as I was hoping. Didn't get as many carries to Josh Jacobs as I was hoping. He made the most out of all the carries he had. But, yeah, he didn't get as much rushing attempts as he should have. And with Malik Willis in there, he probably would have got a lot more. Hopefully, probably leading to more than 6 points heading into late in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, Malik Willis, I'm not sure who would have had a better chance of winning. I mean, I would say no, but now that the game's over and everybody played pretty dang bad, maybe, I guess. I'm not sure. Tristan, thanks for hopping in, my man. Appreciate you. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today as far as the show goes. But as you know, the content never stops. I'm always posting anything and everything Packers related all day long. So be sure to be following at Juby Daily. And if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. So until then, I will catch you guys later. Thank you.